Lie What's up, everybody? Oh god, what have I done to my hat? Like collapsed. Oh yeah, so I set up the PS2 today. And I recorded some Black Label PS2 footage, and it looks really good. I'm happy with it. OBS recordings. So this is Black Label Silent Hill 2 footage right here. Hey, no problem, Kat. You know we're going to be playing some more Fatal Frame 2 tonight. One of the greatest horror games ever made. Period. End of story. But check this out. Here's the footage. It looks so good. I just recorded this earlier. As good as Enhanced Edition is... Oh, for sure, Rose. You know I'm all about those weird-ass dreams. As good as Enhanced Edition is, this just has a very, yeah, this is how it's supposed to look feel about it. Man, that text is so blocky. It's crazy to see how, like, jagged the text is. Yeah, it looks super good. So basically, it's running a official Sony component cable, which are very expensive now, but I've had mine for several years. I gotta sneeze. I thought I had to blow my nose, but I just had to sneeze. But I have official Sony component cables that were originally meant for a PS3. Like I said, they're very expensive now, but I've had mine since like 2013. And that's going into a component to HDMI converter, and then it's running through the exact same setup as the PS3 and the Xbox One when I capture those. So it's called a Sewell splitter, which is a 1-to-2 HDMI splitter. So one of them runs to the capture card in the PC down here. The other runs to the monitor that's in front of me. And yeah, it looks a little bit weird, admittedly, but that's because it's running at like 480i versus, 1080p of the Enhanced Edition. So of course it's going to be a little bit weird. You commissioned one of your favorite horror artists to draw a hamster. That was the whole dream, and I have never owned a hamster. That's that shit where you just wake up and you're like, what caused that? You know? I have that shit all the time where I wake up, I have these dreams, and I'm like, what the hell? What caused that? What made me think that? I just don't get it. I was wondering why it was so quiet. I'm back on my original SM7B. I love this thing. They sound basically identical, but I wanted to switch back to it because, it's got sentimental value. I put the new one on my work setup, and I'm using the original, the one that I got in November of 2020. Let's go. The only real way you can tell is that there's no under label on this one. There's an over label right here that says SM7B, but there's no under label on the older ones. Like I said, that's really the only way that you can even tell. I actually don't mind to leave it like that. This is the greatest song off the Silent Hill 4 soundtrack. Do not at me. Don't at me at all, motherfuckers. Bro, that lighting is kind of sick, though. Ooh, that is pretty sick. Gives everything that ethereal glow, you know what I'm saying? Not bad. Been wanting to commission the artist, can't afford getting a commission yet, but I don't want I don't want them to draw a hamster. Yeah. And it's just a basic like doodle version of a hamster too. It's like, yep, we're good. Here's $50 dues. Yeah, I'm a fan of this lighting right now. I like it a lot. I like that a lot. Bum, bum, bum. I finally uploaded a VOD to YouTube, my first one in forever. The Metal Gear Solid 2 finale. Finale. And it actually uploaded in full quality. Yeah, it's like that's not what I like do typically. And you're like, just get it done. I'm not here to talk, I'm not here to discuss things. Get it done. Imagine. Yeah, and this music is actually hitting really hard tonight. The combination of Fortunate Sleep and Tears of, one right after the other. Ah, oh, so good. So good. I have some hydration here tonight. Actually it's in the living room, fuck. But it's a whole ass gallon of spring water tonight. So we will be hydrated one way or the other. Oh, don't worry about that. There will be hydration occurring. We could also change the color over here. Wow, that's a completely different vibe. Nice, you're getting there. Oh my god, what do you guys think about that color? That's almost like uniform behind. That actually makes both of them look kind of similar. That's pretty sick color. Damn, man. Official lighting? Actually pseudo knowing what I'm doing? What the fuck? That's sick. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it for right now. You can actually see the Sony logo, dude. It was all worth it. Oh wow, that color correction puts in work. Oh, I feel that. My headphones still haven't shipped. I'm going to be complaining about this for a while. Dave, what's up, man? What do you think about the new lighting? I changed some stuff around, man. We actually have a fill light. So instead of just having this one, there's actually a light on the opposite side. Yeah, man, I think that shit looks really good. He's so fast on the fucking keyboard, man. And it's two, like, white lights instead of just one blue. I can still use the blue lights. But yeah, usually I just have this one light and then everything else is just in shadow, but now I actually have a second one over here. That's how I normally run it. See, now my face gets blown out. I look like a fucking alien. That's what that helps with. Actually providing it with proper lighting. Proper lighting to not blow my face out. The emotes jump scared me. Yeah, he's too fast on that. Yeah, there will be more Fatal Frame tonight. Oh, yeah. So I posted in the Discord that I set up my PS2 capture. So when we finish Fatal Frame 2, we will be playing Fatal Frame 3 on original PS2 hardware. So that'll be cool. And I also have Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4 on original hardware as well. So we can do those playthroughs at some point. Yeah, dude. And it's a fat PS2 as well. I'm all about the quote-unquote fat Sony consoles. I like the fat PS2 design the best. I like the fat PS3 design the best. But the problem is they are very, very old. So there's a high likelihood that while I'm streaming off of it, some shit's going to go really wrong. But we'll see. We'll see. I won't just say that. It's possible it'll be fine, but we don't know. What's up, Malum? How you doing, man? Hey, I showed this a little bit ago, but I recorded some Black Label PS2 footage of Silent Hill 2. Check it out. This is what the capture setup actually looks like. Honestly, to my eyes, I think it looks really good. Hey, what's up, Jordan? My PS2 still run like a dream, never any crashing. Both are fat, just have one for backup. I got really cheap. Yeah. This is a fat PS2 that I got several years ago for about $50. And it had just the console and the power cable. And I think it looks great. You know what else looks great? This fucking lighting, dude. Holy shit. Just introducing that fill light makes such a difference in these foam panels. You know what I'm saying? So sick. It's so sick I hurt my own throat yelling about it. Yeah, it's so sick I hurt my own throat yelling about it. Catching up with a friend of mine because we haven't talked in a while. They were telling me all these amazing things that happened to them while we didn't talk. They asked what crazy happened with me, and my sleep-deprived self responded with had a near-death experience, but other than that, I've been amazing. Oh, yep, that's exactly what I have, Jordan. I was just talking about that. I have the official PS3 component cable that's still compatible with 2. It's very expensive now, but I've had mine since 2013. And it cost me like $50 back then. So I can only imagine how much it is now. The genuine cables that have like the gold connectors with the splitter at the end. The case that I bought them, or the case that they were in, they were new and sealed. It actually had like the Spider-Man 3 PS3 font from when it first came out. So the cables are from like 2006 to 2009-ish before they rebranded the PS3 logo. Official component cable. Let's see how expensive these are now. Oh. They're not too bad. $45. That's actually... I thought it would be worse. Yeah, I don't do third-party cables because I just keep getting burned by shitty cables. So there is a guy that wants 115 for his, but that's the PS2 version. Yeah, this is my version right here. This is the version I got, except mine, like I said, had the Spider-Man 3 font on it, but my cables look exactly like this. Gold connector, and then the silver barrel with the gold connector on the end for the rest of them. Yeah, it's just that immediately, like, oh, tell me about that. That is one hell of a way to start a conversation. There's also these. These are pretty common as well, but these are not official. They just look official. What the hell? USB cable? What's that all about? Yeah, I had a PS2S video cable for a while, but that's because I didn't have a CRT with component. I actually have a CRT that I could probably stream off of. The problem is, you know that high-pitched frequency that plays when you have a CRT TV on? You guys will be able to hear that interference because the GoXLR and the Roland would pick it up. I've tried it before. It's not pleasant. So I'm not going to run a CRT in here. Oh, it's a controller cord. You're right. Yeah, for PS3. But yeah, the official PS2 one is a little bit expensive, but I think it's worth it because it does look really, really good. So nothing wrong with that. $40, okay, roughly. It's not nearly as bad as the GameCube component cables, that's for sure. The official Nintendo GameCube. Yeah, $250. Holy shit. 250. Here, can you trade me for this one? Thank you. Did you wipe down the... Thank you. Yeah, sometimes, you know what? You just gotta take a sip, okay? Just a little sip out of a small container of water. We all need it from time to time. Everybody needs hydration. We all need a little bit of a sip. A little bit of a pick-me-up. Yeah, so the official GameCube GameCube component cable, $200, $250. 107. This is a D terminal cable. Had the thick loading tray version, still runs though. Yeah, I have a fat PS2 that tray loads just fine. Whenever it starts up, you hear a little bit of a tick, like it'll tick 4 or 5 times and then you'll hear it spin up. And then I have a top loading slim that's like an SCPH 79001, and it works totally fine as long as you're using as long as you firmly press the top down when you put the disc in. Otherwise it's hard to get it to spin up. Yep, you have to use the AV cable to get audio out. But the reason why these are so expensive is because in America, these were only sold through the rewards website, which I think was called Club Nintendo. And as you can see, there's no audio out. You just get the red, green, and blue. So there's a specific cable on the back of the GameCube that says digital out. It looks like HDMI, but it's not HDMI. It's a proprietary port. And this cable is apparently extremely hard to replicate and just make your own version. So this is only for video, and then you would also plug in the AV cable to get audio out, because as you remember, the GameCube does not have optical audio out. So no Toslink, you can't get digital out that way. Bought mine from a Japan seller, yeah. Yeah, there was a Japanese D terminal connector, which was really not common in the States. It kind of looks like a thicker VGA cable. Here's a brand new Japanese version of the cable for $325. But yeah, it was only sold through Club Nintendo. Jesus, I need water. My voice is starting to go. It was only sold through Club Nintendo, and you could only get it as a reward once you had registered enough devices to get enough points to order it. Which they actually did that for quite a few controllers. Like the GameCube, Mario, Luigi, Wario controllers were all like that. Damn, that's good water. Spring water. But yeah, this guy wants $325 for this. Japanese model that were sold to me as new approximately 3 years ago and have remained in storage ever since. You know, it doesn't matter. Why do sellers on eBay do this? No returns accepted. Do they understand that if the product doesn't work, like eBay is going to side with the purchaser no matter what? Just because they say no returns accepted, that doesn't mean that eBay's not going to force them to refund you. I don't understand why people do this. There's no need to put that in there. Just weird. I paid over 100 long time ago, yeah. But yeah, I mean, check this out. PS2 Fats. Console only. Dude, they're so cheap. This is about what I got my partially working. Okay, I don't know what that's all about, but they're so cheap, dude. I got one that was working for like $50. I mean, look at that. $90 with power and AV cables, tested and works. It looks to be in really good condition. Very good condition, actually. That case is in excellent shape. Little bit of dust that gets into this. That's normal, because that's where it intakes air, and then here's the exhaust. So yeah, it's in great shape and it works for $90. I think that's a good deal in my mind. I just love this design. I don't like the slim design at all. The only slim design that I was a fan of was the 90K, as they call it, which is the final version. That kind of looks like the PS4's original design, because if you guys didn't know, the PS2 was actually being created up until 2013 when the PS4 launched. So you can see kind of similar design cues with this glossy side and matte side. It actually looks like a mini PS4. They manufactured those motherfuckers for 13 years. That is insane. I don't think we'll ever see that kind of longevity out of a console ever again. Yep, mine has never been opened either. It's got a little bit of a bent corner on the sticker, but yeah. Look at this, tested, fully working. Now the problem is, Sony actually did patch the exploit that allowed people to use the free McBoot memory card stuff to do, like, you know, import games and whatever. But the good thing about this is that the power supply is internal, so you don't have that brick like the other Slims. And the Ethernet is included. How much are Saturns? Oh no, I don't even want to think. Let's find out. Sega Saturn. Oh. Okay, the gray is expensive, but the standard black doesn't seem to be that expensive. Okay, this is actually not bad. I thought it would be way worse. With just Hexa. Yeah, I thought it would be way worse. Nights into Dreams. What a great game that is. Yeah, 32X and Dreamcast. I honestly, might sound weird for me to say it as somebody who doesn't play a lot of Dreamcast. I think it might actually be my second favorite console ever, only to the PS2. Just the amount of heavy hitter 5-star gold fucking games that I played on this thing within the first year of its release is just unbelievable. And whenever Shenmue came out, I was blown away by that. So impressed. It's actually not that bad. Oh yeah, Power Stone and Power Stone 2, baby. Yeah, PS1 is very, very strong. Yeah, I would say mine goes top 3 consoles ever: PS2, Dreamcast, PS1. And PS1 and Dreamcast are very, very close to tying that second place spot. Do they still sell these? That white PS1? Yeah, dude, I remember this. Tales Concerto? Oh. That's a Tales of game, like Tales of Vesperia, I'm assuming. Game guide. I don't guess there are any on here. Oh, Tail Concerto? $28, but that's a Japan import. US version $22.50. Holy shit. You got, oh dude, the most expensive PS1 game I've ever seen. Physical? Holy shit, yeah. Holy shit, dude. That's the most expensive PS1 game I've ever seen. Limited first edition with a registration card. Holy shit, that's so rare. Wow, there's a lot of copies of this. Holy shit. This is in the... okay, well, you can't really test this. You can't really test whether or not that seal is authentic. 1988. How is it from... Okay, that's just a lie. All these are from Japan, pretty much. That just shows you that nobody bought or played this game in the US, period. SNES is still my personal fave. Hardware and library for its time is unprecedented, plus the library lives up today. I feel like for me, the highlights of the Super Nintendo, yes. But I was a little too young. I think I didn't really know how to play video games when the SNES was in its heyday. I was really more of an N64 PS1 kid. That's when I really like understood what video games were and how to play them. And so I don't have a ton of really good memories except playing things like Donkey Kong Country and just the heavy hitters like Street Fighter 2 Turbo, that type of shit. But outside of that, I was mainly an N64 and PS1 kid because I remember I was born in 94. So like by the time I was 2 or 3 or old enough to like actually use a controller, the N64 and the PS1 were out. So, and I did play a lot of things on PC growing up as well. So I probably had more experience with PC than most other people my age. Unreal Tournament 99. My all-time favorite FPS. Oh yeah. Clay Fighter on N64. Sculptor's Cut. The most expensive game. Yep, the most expensive. Holy shit, this guy's full of shit. The most expensive N64 game by far. If you want a complete copy, $2,000. Graded. Yeah, my console preference over the year, I definitely had some family members that had a Genesis, and honestly, outside of Sonic, I thought it was ass. Toe Jam and Earl and Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3 were the only ones I really liked. No, it's just exceedingly rare. Rose, getting things graded is stupid as fuck, it really is. It's just a way for them to try to artificially boost the price that they can get out of you. Yeah, Blockbuster only game to get a complete copy is rare, true. Just like there's a Virtua Boy, or Virtual Boy version. That's kind of like that too, where the only way to get the... Oh, it's Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis was the pack-in game for the Virtual Boy. So to get a complete copy, you have to get the Blockbuster not for individual sale thing, and it's very, very expensive. Panzer Dragoon Saga on Sega Saturn is one of the most expensive games out there. Usually goes for about $800 complete. Yeah, that's about right. And that's disc only, by the way. Not even a case whatsoever. Just the 4 discs for $800. Now, the story goes with this that they actually lost the source code. They wanted to... Look at this. One single disc replacement for $210. They wanted to re-released this several years ago on things like Xbox Live Arcade and other things, but it turns out they actually lost the source code, and so this game is just forever stuck on the Sega Saturn, because unless they remake it from the ground up, which they could potentially do, that's just where that's where it is. If you want to play Panzer Dragoon Saga, very good JRPG, you got to have a Saturn, you got to pay out the ass for it. That's just how it is. Although I'm sure most people probably acquire it using other methods. We all have our different methods and styles. Not here to judge. Yeah, exactly. And they had very different ways of doing specifically soundtracks. I don't really remember too many soundtracks outside of, like I said, the Sonic the Hedgehog games and Toe Jam and Earl that were like really good on Sega Genesis, versus SNES had all these amazing soundtracks like Final Fantasy VI and fucking Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy. No, that was it. Yeah, 3, Chrono Trigger, Super Metroid, Donkey Kong Country. Like, there's so many amazing soundtracks. You can't even name them all. Link to the Past, like, holy shit, dude. Yeah, Link to the Past is probably still, I would say to this day, the strongest 2D Zelda game they've ever made. I can't name a better one, that's for sure. But yeah, this, I'm honestly going to watch this PS2 Fat for $90. I'm going to put this in the watch list because this thing is in really, really good shape. I don't want that. But yeah, like I said, majority of what I played growing up, there was this cool game on N64 that was also made by DMA Design, who would eventually go on to make GTA 3. Who they became Rockstar Games, but it was called Body Harvest. It was a really cool game. But mainly what I grew up on was Star Fox 64, Ocarina of Time. There's this Mega Man game on N64 that was really cool. Yeah, Star Fox 64 complete is still only $90, and this has the Rumble Pack as well. It's just such a readily available game. Like, everybody had this shit. Yep, Mega Man Legends. Awesome game. But yeah. Star Fox 64 cartridges are all over the place, dude. You can get these things so easily. $20, like, they're still dirt cheap. I don't think this game will ever really get expensive, just because A, it's super common, and B, Star Fox 64 3D came out, so most people would probably just grab that version if they really want it. I gotta grab tissues. Give me just a second. But yeah, the US retro game collecting scene is fucked. So things just keep skyrocketing in price. Super Nintendo prices particularly are out of fucking control right now. So if you really want to collect those, God help you. Godspeed. I saw there was a Sega exclusive Mega Man I didn't know about till recently. Pretty sure I got my SF2 World Warrior cartridge in a box somewhere. Dude, that's the original. Turbo was the one that really blew up in the US. There is a game that I really want on PS2 called Guitar Man, but it is extremely, extremely rare. Because what happened with this game is it was actually reprinted. Yeah. PS1. That's not true. That's PS2. Okay, that's actually cheaper than I thought it would be. They did do a PSP re-release of it, but it's not quite as good. This is one of the greatest rhythm games ever. Yeah, that's what you're... Oh, brand new? No way. But yeah, I would love to do a playthrough of this on stream. It is seriously one of my favorite rhythm games ever, dude. I would hate to do a disc only. Here's the Japan copy. That might actually work. Yeah, I have a PS2 that'll allow me to play imports. I'm gonna watch this because I might actually grab this. Located in Japan, Japan. Well, I'm glad they're being specific about where it is. I'll put that on the watch list. But yeah, just very, very unique art style. It's almost like an evolution of games like Parappa the Rapper. And I've played it enough. I wouldn't be able to read, obviously, the text, but it's obvious what's going on in the game. Yeah, Japan. It's like New York, New York. I love the... By the way, I love the graphic PS2 Japanese discs. They always had nicer discs. They're like holographic and they have cool designs. The US ones were a lot more solid colors with the black at the bottom. Disc only for $75 is pretty good. But I want my case, man. I gotta have the case. And it's not good that he doesn't show the back. You want somebody who knows how to photograph the back because you don't know if this shit's even gonna work properly. But it seems to be in good shape. Yeah, on Mother Earth in Japan. That's all you need to know, motherfucker. You don't need to know anything else. But yeah. The one that makes me really sad. You guys already know. It makes me so sad to look at this shit. Oh my god. $160 for that dog shit condition. You know, back in the mid 2000s, you used to be able to go to GameStop and get this shit for $30. Easy. Oh yeah, the Famicom having the mic and everything, and then the Super Famicom also I thought was a much better looking system. This is actually pretty affordable. If you have an original Xbox, I'd go this route. The only problem that this version has is it has some compressed audio and video. The CG cutscenes had to be compressed to an MP. They were originally an MP2 on PS2. They had to be compressed to a lower quality video format. I think BINC was the format. And then the audio had to be compressed because it was, again, a proprietary file that was meant to be played by the PS2. So they had to be compressed down to MP3s for this version. But that's it. I mean, that you can easily overlook those two problems. And I love that disc art too. Outside of that, this is a rock solid version of the game. So if you have an original Xbox, you want to play it, grab this. It's a great option. And it has the Maria DLC as well. Stickerifying the shit out of your disc. Yeah, there was a PSP version of this as well, but like I said, it's not as good. But yeah, I was really into collecting PS2 for a while. PS1 and PS2 are really the only systems that I would feel compelled to collect for, just because I do have so much nostalgia there. If I wanted to play N64 games, I really stuck with the Wii. I could pretty much get any N64 game I wanted to on my Wii Virtual Console, and I didn't really worry about that, but I do want to get a Wii back. I do want to stream like Star Fox 64 in Japanese and shit like that. RVL001. That was the launch model Wii. Look at this, dude. Yeah, exactly, Malum. Well, this, the original launch version of the Wii, I swear to God, my voice is pissing me off, but the original launch version of the Wii, in both black and white, is still to this day one of the most readily available consoles ever. Ever. Because I don't remember any, like, rich family that didn't buy one of these things. They played Wii Sports on it, and then they let it collect dust. That's all they ever did with it. They never played it again. They played Wii Sports and they let it collect dust. Look how good of shape these things are in. This is like perfect condition, dude. 45 bucks. That's such a good deal. Yeah, it doesn't have anything included, but you can buy that shit separate. Like, that's an insane deal. I like how he has all the cabling here. He's just not including it. Oh, wait. No, it does. What? A sensor bar, controllers, and... Dude, what the fuck? Dude, I gotta get off eBay. I'm getting way too excited about this shit. I gotta get off eBay, dude. I'm getting too excited. Okay. Nintendo Wii component cable. Yeah, component cables for the Wii are pretty readily available and cheap. Even the official one's like 22 bucks. So I'd probably just grab a set of those, and then I would have a Wii to capture so that I could do Silent Hill Shattered Memories eventually on it. I'm just gonna lowball the guy, say, yeah, I know you wanted 50 for your Wii. I know you wanted 50. How about 12? How about 12? Free if you pay a year. Yeah, but see, that's that shit where it's like you don't really own anything. I don't like that. Like, you don't really own anything, and you'll be happy that you don't own anything because you get this service. But if we decide to shut this service down, you're fucked. But don't worry about that. Alright, Silent Hill Shattered Memories for the Wii. I know it's going to be way more expensive. Okay, $90. That's not horrible. That's doable. $79 for a disc only. I can handle that. I can handle that. Yeah, the official Wii shop is closed, but there are still other methods to acquire such virtual console games. I'm sure you know what that means. Okay, so Shattered Memories is not the most expensive game in the world. That would be a fun one to play on the Wii, because that's by far the best version of it, is the Wii version. I'm getting excited, dude. This stuff is nowhere near as difficult to obtain as I thought it would be. I'm getting excited. It's over 200 on PlayStation. Oh yeah, the PS2 copy. Well, the PS2 copy is not even that good. I don't know why they're including that. PS2 copy is awful. I played it on stream last time. I guess just because they want to have all of them on PS2. I can understand that, but nah, it ain't that good. Yeah, like here's the official Wii component cables in the original box for $40. Like that's an insanely good deal. And that's definitely official as well. I remember seeing those at Walmart's and Best Buy at the time. Because the end of the connector is in the shape of the Wii, as they were doing with all their connectors at the time. So that's actually not a bad one. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be doing eBay shopping on stream, but oh, this guy offered me $19.99 for these cables. I gotta chill out, dude. I'm getting way too excited. Fucking eBay, dude. If you're used to shopping on here and you get addicted easily, don't browse it on stream. That's what happened with me in DualShock 2s and 3s for a while, as I'm sure you guys remember. Some of you guys that have been here a year and a half to 2 years, you remember I used to just shop for DualShocks all the time. Because I wanted the cool colors, and I wanted, you know, new ones that were in the, you know, just getting a really good deal on them because people didn't know what they had. And you actually still can. But I have more than enough. I've shown the photos, dude. I have more than enough DualShocks to last me fucking the next 7 years. I do not need anymore. The DualShock 3 is extremely expensive though, because they just straight up stopped making them, and the PS4 controller is not fully compatible. And there's a lot of fakes out there. Very easy to spot fakes. But if you run into an official one, you know it's official because it's going to cost like $100, or if not more. Like, no question about it. Yeah, one that I always wanted was the clear wireless. I really loved this design. The clear wireless DualShock 3 was one of my favorites ever. Oh yeah, gold-plated connectors, yeah. Yeah, Nintendo actually makes extremely nice first-party cabling for their consoles as well. Yeah, this is the type of shit. You know it's legit when you see this kind of pricing. Look at that. $279 for a new inbox blue. Metallic blue. Not even the translucent blue. Yeah, there's a brand called Cyclone. Component cable. People say these are comparable to the official cables. Yeah, so it's a 12-foot cable. People say these are comparable to the official cables. This guy's cables are not in the best shape, but yeah, they're extremely thick connectors. A 12-foot cable, though. Holy shit, that's long. Does your partner ever stare at you with the eyes of "I'm in love with this dumbass"? No. She usually just looks at me and says, "Wow, I'm with this dumbass." What happened? That's the vibe I get from it. That's a joke, by the way. Man, that is delicious water, though. Whew. Oh. This is an interesting auction. Nintendo Wii cords, cables, and console accessories, generic and official. So you just select what you want. Yeah, I would need one of those Wii to HDMI. No, I guess I wouldn't. I could just use the component to HDMI thing I've already got. So I guess I wouldn't need that. Wii lens cleaning kit? I forgot they even made that thing. Why am I doing this, dude? I'm going down the rabbit hole again. We've already done this. We've been over this and over this. Now something I would need is a Wii remote, though. I think you need the Motion Plus to play that game, so I would need to get... Yeah, see, look how cheap this shit still is, because it's so readily available. There is the Motion Plus with the nunchuck for $30. See, that would work perfect right there. And they seem to be in really good shape. I like the ones with the Motion Plus built in, but you don't have to have those per se. So it looks like it'd be pretty cheap to acquire this Wii stuff. So we'll definitely do that and play Shattered Memories someday on official hardware. That game actually looks really good too, because it outputs 480p. So it looks considerably sharper than a lot of the PS2 games that are 480i. You know we got to get a black one though. Anyways, I'm going down the rabbit hole here, but I have that PS2 fat being watched. Have that PS2 fat being watched, and also the Wii, which they've been up for a while, and the official component cables have been up for 4 months and nobody's bought them, so yeah, might be able to snag some of this stuff. Hey, it's all in the pursuit of being able to stream games on original hardware. One of the things I love to do the most, you know? I absolutely love streaming things on their original consoles without emulating or anything else. What are we snagging? Probably a second PS2 Fat and a Wii. An RVL001 Nintendo Wii. That has the GameCube compatibility and all that shit. Let me see. This one right here. $45 with a power cord and a standard AV cable. Why the Wii? Because I want to stream Silent Hill Shattered Memories and also a lot of virtual console games. Why not Wii U? Oh, we don't talk about that. But several reasons, okay? Several reasons. Yeah, it's all right, but you really want the GameCube controller ports across the top because you can use those for classic. You can use it as a classic controller. And also just having it gives you basically a GameCube here in case you ever wanted to stream those games. You would have that as well. So I'm more interested in having a Wii and a GameCube in one system versus what the Wii U offers, personally. Yeah, I don't have a GameCube right now. But yeah, that's down the line. That's down the line. I kind of want to do Eternal Darkness. Eternal Darkness would be a fun one. Oh, dude, my favorite is the Silver Wavebird. I like that one a lot. Yeah, Eternal Darkness is pretty expensive, actually. I'm surprised. Yeah, this is expensive, man. It's like over $100. Yeah, the Silver Wavebird. If you guys don't know what the Wavebird was, the Wavebird was basically the first good wireless controller for the GameCube. They made two versions. They made a white. They made this gray, and then a silver. Yeah, this gray color is what my dad used to have, but they made this and also the silver ones. Any that are not this color are fake. Yeah. I'll tell you which controllers were actually really good that nobody ever talked about is the Logitech PS2 controller. Dude, this thing was so fucking good. Yeah, this thing right here. This thing was actually really good. Of the third-party controllers, this was the only good one that I was able to find. And it was wireless too. Of course, none of them feel as good as the Sony ones, but this was pretty close. They made one for the original Xbox as well. It's right here. They had really ergonomic shapes to them. Okay, that's just disgusting. But yeah, they had super ergonomic shapes. It's actually more of like a 360 shape before that one even came out. But my dad had the PS2 and the original Xbox version of that, and I thought they were both really good controllers for the time. Logitech also made a keyboard for the PS2, primarily for Final Fantasy XI. Yeah, here it is. The Final Fantasy XII version of that controller I just showed is right here. That's pretty sick. That actually is really nice looking. I like that a lot. Wow, official Final Fantasy XII merch. What the fuck? Those sticks look to be in good shape too. That's awesome. Yeah, man. That's really cool. Oh, the Dreamcast keyboard. Yeah, wasn't that for what was the online game for that? Phantasy Star Online, PSO? I think that's what it was for. Wow, somebody has a version of this that's sealed. For $90. The Cordless Action Freedom PS2 controller from Logitech. Copyright 2004. Holy shit. That's so old. GameCube had a keyboard for PSO. Yeah. You're right. Oh yeah, the GameCube keyboard is hilarious because it has the sticks on the side, as if you would ever play with this fucking thing. As if you would ever play anything with this. Look at this, it's got the control stick and everything. Why would you ever use this? Yeah, it's just a GameCube controller with a keyboard in the middle. I mean, it's fucking cool looking. But damn. Because they make this to USB connectors, so you could actually connect this up to your PC if you really wanted to. Yeah, that's true. It is like an early version of a PS or a Wii U pad. My favorite GameCube controller of all time is what they call the JP White, which was what they released for the Wii. This was originally, yeah, it came in a box. This was the original box. So it only came from Japan, and it was designed specifically for the Wii. And it has a super, super long cord on it. It's like a 12-foot cord so that you can stretch it all the way across the living room. These have by far and away the best build quality of any of the GameCube controllers they ever made. Like, these things were fucking sick. I had 3 of these at one point. They were so good. They are by far the best GameCube controller they ever made. They just feel better. You know, the switches feel great. Perfect tension on the sticks. They last forever. These are actually preferred by Smash Brothers Melee players as well. JP White controllers, as they're called. I'm getting this weird, like, rattling in the right driver in my headphones. I don't know why. Maybe it's the mic. Hall effect analog sticks, yeah. Oh yeah, the Dreamcast controller was actually kind of a precursor to the Xbox controller. Because Sega and Microsoft were working together a lot at that time. The worst analog stick ever is the N64 though. Didn't they recently re-release the N64 controller? Yeah, they did. They recently re-released it in this packaging for Switch Online. I don't know about the build quality or how it compares to the original, but you can get these for like $90, which is kind of trash, honestly, but we had the banana version of this for Donkey Kong. The only thing I need in life is stickers and rocks. Hell yeah. Wow, they really only put it out in gray? Are you shitting me? It's like the ugliest color. Yeah, don't buy that. Those are really bad. Don't buy that. Get the Hori Mini Pad Pro. That's the best N64 controller ever made. Hori Mini Pad 64. Yeah, this was the greatest N64 third-party controller ever made right here, dude. They condensed down the 3-handle shape. They put the stick where it's supposed to be. It's just awesome. It's fucking great. It's $50 if you have a Switch account. You have to log in and order it from it. Oh, okay. So you can actually get it straight from them. You don't have to buy a third party. That's cool. That's good to know at least. Dude, they need to re-release this mini pad. This thing is fucking sick. What is this? Oh, it was a third-party controller made by Hori for the N64. They made it in all the same colors. They took out the third handle, they moved the stick over here, pulled the D-pad down here, basically swapped the D-pad and the control stick placement, but everything else is the same. And it's just a really great controller. I think the Z is on the back side, on the bottom. Yeah, that's the Z button right there, I'm pretty sure. It's one of those on the bottom. Oh, the Nintendo Switch thing. No, they don't make the mini pad, I don't think. Not for the N64, but basically, yeah, so Nintendo re-released the N64 controller. Well, we played a lot of Mario Party, so we wore out the sticks really bad, was the issue. But yeah, Nintendo re-released this right here. Very recently for Switch Online, so they are manufacturing N64 controllers again. I don't know how different the stick assembly is, but I do know that it was like the biggest flaw in the original design. is like you would play Mario Party and then you would just have a big ass dead zone in your stick. Some people, okay, if you mistreated it, I probably mistreated it because I was super young, but every single one of our fucking sticks had a really big dead zone and would always get fucked up. Yeah, it's a wireless Switch controller. Ugh. Yeah, there's like something, I don't know if it's something caught in my fucking right side driver, but it's like rattling in my ear. I hope you guys aren't hearing that as well. Instead of just letting people buy games. Yeah, of course. I mean, they can't just release physical versions. Are you kidding me? It's far too convenient. Ease of access? We were having this conversation last night. I'm pretty sure you were the one talking about it, Salt. Yeah, Mario Party had that bullshit where every single game had you like developing a blister on this bottom side of your palm because you had to spin the stick at 300 mph to try to like spin Bowser around or some shit. The hell were they thinking? That happens when a hair touches on the driver. Get in there with some tape later. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. I might have to swap out for these because this is driving me nuts right now. Good to know you guys aren't hearing it though. It's like when my voice hits a certain frequency, it's like a bzz, bzz in the right side here. Fuck that shit. I'm actually switching right now. I don't have OCD or anything. At least I haven't been officially diagnosed, but that is some annoying shit right there. Oh, these are so much more broken in as well. When you first get these Sonys, they're very clampy. They clamp on the side of your head really bad. But these were the ones I was wearing on stream for months, so they're like perfectly broken in. They just gently sit on your head. They don't clamp whatsoever. Pretty sure that clamp can give you headaches when you first get them as well. I'm not pretty sure. I'm like 100%. I know it does. Okay, now I have those plugged in. Is that better? Yep, it's gone. It's gone, so I'll have to get in there with some tape and fix that shit. That happens on the DT990s as well. No. Those weren't new Sonys. These are, well, I guess, yeah, these are MDR 7506s, but there's some hair on the driver or some shit in here. Sorry, that's gross, by the way. You can see how wet it is on the inside. Okay, that's how they're designed, okay? They absorb moisture. But I think there's a hair on the driver because when I would talk, it would buzz a little bit at certain frequencies, so I'll have to take the pad off and see if there's a hair stuck on the driver or some shit. Dude, over time, these pads are disgusting because if you wear these like constantly for months on end, they start to flake because there's nothing preventing them. Oh, it's so much nicer. Thank God I'm not hearing that anymore. God, that was driving me nuts. But there was a no, I think Malum, I think what it is it was designed for two different types of games. You could use the middle handle for games like GoldenEye, Ocarina of Time, games that required 3D movement. But you could use the outer handles if you were playing a 2D game where the D-pad handled movement primarily. I think that was the explanation for the design. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think it was designed so that you had a handle for each type of game you wanted to play, which is not a bad design, but it definitely did confuse a lot of people because it's like, I got two handles, or I got two hands, why are there three handles? Which is a perfectly valid, a valid point of confusion. Certain games did. There's this game called Blaster Master, I think, or something like that on N64 that uses the D-pad for, yeah, they did it in a really weird way. You don't want to know where the third handle go. We don't talk about that. That conversation is over. This exchange is complete. The fucking Rumble Pack, dude. Yeah, you can use the D-pad for 007. Dude, fucking GoldenEye is like the greatest, one of the greatest games on it, no question. Sounded like something that looked good on paper, but people didn't consider that the N64 would go on to be 90% 3D. Right. They were trying to like future-proof themselves, I guess. WCW versus... Dude, greatest... I don't give a fuck what your opinion is. Greatest wrestling game that's ever been created, developed by humans. WWF No Mercy on N64. Just talking about that game gets me hyped, dude. It's the greatest wrestling game ever made. There's no questions. There's no debate. No topics of discussion. It just is. Okay? No Mercy. Yeah, I said it. I don't give a shit. Right, yeah, because they did that weird thing where they kind of undermounted the trigger button. Because Z is on the bottom, and Z was the fire button in a lot of games. Z was the targeting button in Ocarina of Time, which I think is the best version of that. Like, the GameCube version has you pulling L, I think, the left shoulder button. But I think having Z with your index finger on the bottom was the best layout for that. Alien Resurrection got shit in the reviews for having the modern controls for FPS games, and they said it was the worst thing about it. Oh, okay. For some fucking reason, I thought you were talking about Alien Isolation. I was like, that game came out in 2014. What are you talking about? But I was just being a dumbass. Yeah, like, you had to have really fucking big hands. And my dad actually has gigantic hands. He's got even bigger hands than me, and mine are fucking huge caveman-ass hands. He would hold the outer handles and just lean his thumb all the way over and use the stick. That's how big his fucking hands are. So he would hold the outer handle and just stretch his thumb over and play with the stick. I remember that. I was like one of the first, if not the first FPS game to default the controls to that. Yeah. Well, GoldenEye had that weird setup where you could use the C buttons to look around. I was 8 using it. Yeah. You could use the C buttons to look around. I remember that was the controller layout I used, where you would use the stick to move Bond himself, and then you would look with the C direction buttons. Which was kind of awkward, but once you got used to it, you could like whip that shit around. But it really needed a second stick for games like that. But yeah. PS1 and N64 was when I really got into games as a whole. I remember Metal Gear Solid really impressed me. I had no fucking idea what they were talking about. I had no idea what the story was about. I just remember being obsessed with it.
The game's control setup is its most terrifying element. The left analog stick moves you forward, back, and strafes right and left, while the right analog stick turns you and can be used to look up and down. Too often, you'll turn to face a foe and find that your weapon is aimed at the floor or ceiling while the alien gleefully hacks away at your midsection. Add to the mix a few other head scratchers, such as how the triangle button controls Eater.
Eatem? Dude, it's hilarious. People said that about Halo. Remember? Halo Combat Evolved was the first game I ever used that had the twin stick modern FPS controls, and it got bad reviews because of that. Like, what do you prefer? Do you prefer one stick and then using 4 directional buttons? Like, that's such a stupid idea. The yellow C directional buttons definitely should have been another analog stick for sure. Yeah, and I think they realized that with the C stick on the GameCube controller, that was such a perfect like evolution of that idea. That was a perfect evolution of that idea to give us a second smaller stick. It's not quite as large as the original control stick because it's meant for secondary functions, but it's perfect that way. They want a stick for looking up and down and strafing left and right? Yeah. No way. That's a horrible idea. But yeah. DualShock 2, my favorite controller design ever. No question about it. DualShock 3 kind of went off the rails a little bit. The biggest thing about the DualShock 2 is this section right here. Okay, these extend past your R2 and L2 buttons, and they give you kind of a hook so that your fingers always stay in the correct position and they don't slide off. But this is my favorite controller shape of all time right here. It's just perfect. And there's a reason why they stuck with this for 3 whole generations. But anyway, this part right here that I'm talking about, it's gone. On the DualShock 3, it's gone. You see that? because the triggers have to be analog. So that shape is not as good automatically, but I do still love the DualShock 3. Don't get it twisted. Sorry, mine's really dirty. But that change to the shell is a big problem. That change to the shell is a big problem. It needed much better triggers. As the biggest flaw in the whole design is it needed better triggers. Yeah, they are. They're pressure sensitive. You can, in GTA 5, if you use a converter, you can actually press the R2 and L2 harder to get the acceleration, to get more acceleration. All these buttons are pressure sensitive. Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 were like some of the only games that took advantage of that. DualShock 4 is the worst. I love the DualShock 4. I just don't like that it's not officially supported on like the DS3 or the PS3. Yeah, I think the DualShock 4 is better than the 3. The problem is they should have set it up to where, because the DualShock 4 is so readily available and this shit's so rare now, why didn't they just set it up to where you can just plug a USB cable into your PS3 or just connect it with Bluetooth and it just works, fully supported? Why did they have to complicate the shit? I don't understand it. You plug a PS4 controller with a USB cable into the PS3. It'll work, but the PlayStation button doesn't work, which is crucial for some games. So that's where I first got my DualShock 2 to 3 adapter, was specifically to be able to access that menu again. Yeah, I don't like the D-pad on the 360 controller at all, but I do love this one. This is my favorite, probably my favorite Microsoft controller ever, outside of the original white 360. This one is really fucking good, I have to admit. Shape is perfect. D-pad is excellent. Got tack switches in it. You can hear that. Nice tactile clicking. But my favorite 360 controller ever. This is the greatest 360 controller ever made. Because they fixed the D-pad, and it just in general looks really sick. This one right here, greatest 360 controller they ever made. This is my favorite Microsoft controller of all time right here. The sticks don't have those stupid dots on it. They have the rings, which are much better and they last longer. The D-pad can be swapped to give you a real legitimate, not shitty D-pad. And it has this just really sick monochrome look to it. Yeah, it is by far the best. Best Microsoft controller period I think they've ever released right there, if I'm being honest. The nipple Steam controller. Yeah. I do like that they're investing in like accessibility controllers. Now, I've never owned an Elite controller. I don't think I intend to do that. But the Elite controller series 2 seems cool, but the problem is it still has analog stick issues. And I read about them all the time, so I'm hesitant to like drop the coin and be like, what's the purpose? The DualSense, yeah, I don't own a PS5. I haven't really had a reason to own one. Maybe Silent Hill 2 Remake, I don't know if it will be. But I will say the PS5 Midnight Black DualSense, that is a fucking sick controller right there. And only $70, that's good. That's a good price. That is fucking sick. It's funny, it's like over time, Sony seems to be moving toward the Microsoft design of wider handles and better triggers, but I prefer... It seems to be I'm the only person on the fucking planet that prefers analog sticks at the same level as each other. Everybody seems to prefer the offset Xbox style. Nah, man, I've always preferred the DualShock style, having the two sticks right side by side. I just feel like you get better coordination that way. So I'm glad they've never changed this design. But that's just like my opinion, dude. Okay. Crucify me if you must, but that's my goddamn opinion. Yeah, I much prefer the side-by-side. That's just me. Oh yeah, so check this out. I'll show you the PS2. Should be able to hear it boot up. Or not. I didn't hear shit. The converter that I'm using does some weird shit where when you first turn it on, it's like searching for a signal. It cycles through these different colors and then the game starts. It's really weird. But I still hear the sounds. All right, check this out. Very cool. Boom. So this is actually on original hardware now. My Black Label PS2 copy. I gotta get like some antidepressants or some ADHD meds or some shit to make it so I can do the shit I want to do. No, I feel that, man. Sometimes it's really hard to find motivation for shit, but don't let anybody rush you. Do everything at your own pace. As good as the enhanced edition looks, as soon as I look at this version, I'm like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to look. You know what I mean? The only problem is you can see exactly when the game, like, scene ends. You know what I mean? You can see where the 4x3 ends. But I love the text. I love how the text is, like, jagged. It just feels more authentic, you know? This version that I have does not have the Maria DLC, but I'm okay with that. Sounds phenomenal. Pure digital. Pump straight into the Go XLR. Yeah, the interlacing. You actually get to see the load times because it's not, you know, running off my SSD where it's just fucking picosecond load times everywhere you go. Yeah, PS2 can... There's actually 2 PS2 games that go all the way up to 1080i. One of them is Gran Turismo, and then one of them, oddly enough, is Jackass the game. I think there's one more too, but there's definitely a Gran Turismo or Turismo, however you say it, that goes up to 1080i. Look at this shit, man. Looks so fucking good. I got your hydrate right here, Rose. Don't worry about that. But yeah, even with the full Xbox One support on the PC version, the controls just feel more responsive on this one for sure. Like, no question about it, the controls on PS2 are more responsive. Yeah, I love the interlacing on the text, and just the icons, everything, man. This is the version that I remember and love the most. Oh, stereo headphone. I just noticed you could do that. Yeah, let's set it to stereo headphone because it's on stereo speaker. That's interesting that they have a mode specifically for headphones. I don't think that option's available on PC. Ah, that spring water is so good, man. Nah, don't worry about it, Rose. We're chilling. We're just chilling. Yeah, Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria, I think is the subtitle on it. That one looks really fucking good. And then there's also, damn it, I can't remember the name. I'm pretty sure it's a Capcom game. Haunting Ground. I think Haunting Ground looks really great. And I think that one can run up to 720p. Progressive. gotta remember. You gotta remember that it's not the internal like game resolution is still 640 by 480. Yeah, Haunting Ground is super expensive. It's like Rule of Rose. But yeah, the internal resolution of the games is always oh shit. Yeah, this can happen if you hold the buttons while you're in the menu. It's like I'm holding the R2. Yeah, I have Shadow of the Colossus, actually. There we go. But yeah, it's not the internal resolution of the games. Like, the PS2 literally could not handle a game running at higher than 480p. It is, it's just the output resolution being scaled up for your TV to look ever so slightly sharper. But yeah, I think this version looks great. Like, I can play it just fine. And this, still to this day, in my opinion, is the best version. Is the original 2001 PS2 release. I don't think it gets any better. As good as Enhanced Edition is, this is the way I prefer. So we'll definitely be doing our next playthrough of this on here. So after I save, I'll show you guys a little shortcut command. The wall is pockmarked with gunshots. I don't think I've ever gotten that text before. Yeah, the flashlight effect is a little bit weird. It has like that, those polygonal shapes on the edge of it. But I like that, you know, it's part of the art style, dude. Alright, so I'll show this. We'll go down and save, and then I'll show it. Okay. What do I have in slot 2, if anything? That's a weird sound. Anyways, so if you press start select and then all 4 shoulder buttons at the same time, boom, it takes you straight back to the main menu. It actually works in every Silent Hill game. So if you press start select, R1, L1, R2, L2, it takes you straight back to the menu. A lot of games have that, kind of a soft reset command, or to get you back to the main menu really quick. But yeah. Got Silent Hill 3 and 4 on here. I've got Shadow of the Colossus. I've got Fatal Frame 3 undubbed. Fatal Frame 3 undubbed. You that are in the know what that means. But either way. And I can also play Metal Gear Solid 2 on here if we ever wanted to do that again. I'm just saying. It's pretty sick. The component to HDMI is not the most practical setup. In fact, it's kind of annoying to have to set it up, but it looks damn good in my opinion. Totally good enough to stream off of. Pink Floyd start playing and scared the shit out of you. No problems there. And I love actually physically connecting the controller into the real console. There's something about that. It's nice to plug it up to the PS3, like through the Brook adapter and everything, but it's just not the same as just connecting it straight up. Just like the old days, you know, you got your big ass PS2 sitting there, you pop your disc in, you plug in your controller, you got the physical memory cards, as the only way to save. I like having all that shit connected and actually playing off of it. There's nothing like the authentic experience. Anyways, what do you guys say we play some Fatal Frame 2? How about that? I have wasted far too much of your time. And we don't have time for that. It is time for us to get our shit together and play some Fatal Frame 2. So give me one moment to set up my green screen. And we're just going to get to it. I'm not in the business of wasting anybody's fucking time. 1 second. Enjoy the music. I just gotta zoom in ever so slightly. That'll fix that shit right there. No, just pull it forward a little bit. Yeah, that's basically perfect. Trying to tip over a little bit on me though. Sorry for the immersion ruining right now that's going on in 4K. All right, immersion is returned. Let's go. You know what, dude? It is every day, bro, with that Disney Channel flow. Reminded of floppy disks. Was a 2000s baby, but my parents had those in a box when I was little. I would go through boxes and find shit like that. Yeah, my dad had all kinds of my dad had all kinds of floppy disks for like Windows 98 and shit. Oh yeah, you had the Rocketfish cables. Yeah, those are really good, Jordan. I just saw your DM. Those are actually really good cables as well. Rocketfish and Cyclone are good third-party options if you don't have the official Nintendo shit available. Yeah, I just got to switch over to my PS3. We'll plug up the Faye Classic Ocean Blue controller, and let's play some Fatal Frame 2. How about it? Butterfly. Oh shit, I never even went into just chatting. I've been in Fatal Frame 2 category all night. That is highly questionable. Professional streamer, by the way. Ha! Yeah, something else cool that I wanted to show that I have. Check this out. Check this out. How many people do you know that still have a PS2 DVD remote? And it does work. I use this to turn mine on every time. PS2 DVD remote, baby. The classic. Super useful. Anyways, we got our ocean blue. We are ready to go. Green screen looks good. You still have one? Yeah, dude, because it was almost everybody in my family's first DVD player. I gotta hide this for all the resolution changes. We'll deactivate and activate it, and we'll be good to go. I finally have all this Elgato capture card shit kind of figured out. It wasn't exactly easy, but now we're in good shape. I actually do want to let this intro play, though, because I love it. All right. Boom, and then boom. Yep. You know what's funny is those little $10 like dongle HDMI capture cards are actually way more functional than the Elgatos, and they change resolution on the fly. Unlike the Elgatos, that you have to manually adjust it every single time. Gotta love it. I love this game, man. You didn't need the sensor if you had a Slim, I don't think. Yeah, it was built in. But the fat PS2s needed the infrared sensor, the IR receiver. Because they did not have that on the front. It's a little dongle that plugged into USB, isn't it?
We always used to promise each other that we would stay together.
Oh my god, my ears, holy shit. Little black window on the bottom corner opposite from the disk drive. Oh yeah, if you have a Slim, but if you had the Fat, you had to have the dongle that plugged in. I love this commentary voice though. Oh, it takes over the controller slot, yeah. Dude, these intros are so fucking awesome. Why is every PS2 horror game like this? I ain't complaining.
I'm sorry. I have to go. Please, save yourself. Mayu? What happened?
I wish I could run that fast. Holy shit. Yeah.
Why didn't you kill me back then? Mayu! I was waiting.
Dude, this hair looks crazy though. If it looked like that in the final game.
We'll be together.
Remember when horror games were at like the forefront of the best graphics that the industry could put out? That's when shit like this was coming out. Silent Hill 3 was literally one of the best looking games ever made when it came out. If not the best looking game at the time before Doom 3 came out.
Don't look in there.
What just happened? What? It said no signal. What the fuck? I literally touched nothing, dude. What was that shit? Now it just says no signal. Dude, this version is freezing so often here lately. I had 2 freezes last night on this alone. I mean, for PlayStation, it was always Gran Turismo for a long time. Yeah, definitely. Even on PS2. I genuinely think this PS3 is about to go, man. It's got a new SSD in it, but I think it's about to go. It's been having a lot of it. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's doing this bullshit again. Again, this shit happened last night. Okay, so now they're swapped again. And now it's reverse. What the fuck is going on, dude? Where is my camera? What the fuck? Elgato, by the way. Elgato, by the way. HDCP issue? It shouldn't be. I'm using an HDCP stripper. But it's causing the whole console to crash is the thing. That's weird. Okay. So the camera should be restored now. There we go. Okay. Good lord. All right, well, I guess we're not watching the intro. The console really doesn't like when I watch the intro. Oh, hacking it to see temps? Well, I repasted it, but I did not delit it, so that's definitely a possibility. But it definitely froze on me twice last night alone, and it never does that, so... Either it's this game or this console's about to go. Yeah, it's a PS3 fat. Manufacture date is July 2008. The one that I'm playing on. Yeah, I should definitely delit it. Alright, well, no more watching the intro. We're just going to play. Wow, that was fast. pinned down. I know. Well, I have another one in case it doesn't, but I need to make sure to copy my saves over, because if I don't, then I'll lose them. So at the end of this stream, I'll copy my saves over. I've got a USB drive I can copy it to, so just in case this one does end up dying. But like I said, I've got Fatal Frame 3 on PS2, so we don't have to worry about the digital version for that. And I do have another fat PS3. I can just hook it up. I have a slim one as well we could try to play it off of. It's installed on all three. I just gotta, like I said, copy the save over. Yep, I've got a PS3 Blu-ray remote. It's like the best Blu-ray remote of all time because it's Bluetooth. Yeah, dude, we use one of the slim PS3s in the living room as our main Blu-ray player still. It's still excellent for that. Oh, that's the door. Yeah, that thing's been locked the whole fucking time. I need to find the key for that door across the bridge. $28K. I'm actually getting pretty close to being able to max out the range, which I need to do, but I really want to do this. And I can also do blast. I guess I should do sensitivity, but range would also be cool to get a lot of double shots in. I had a sidekick earlier that expired in 2021. What, you mean the phone, the T-Mobile sidekick? No, this is that bridge. It wouldn't be out here. Dude, when I took off the cover for the PS2 DVD player remote. Oh, okay. When I took off the cover, there was so much battery acid on those Sony AAAs. So I have yet to clean that, but I will. Gotta break out the Coke. No, I'll just throw them out and wear gloves. Yeah, this is where that lady fell down. Pretty sure this exact same house appears in Fatal Frame 3. They reuse a lot of the environments from 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, really? Again? I already killed her. Okay, though, I'll just fuck her up this time and farm some more points. I definitely took that shot, but okay, game. Okay, game. You just believe whatever you want to believe. Wow, it does no damage. You just gotta farm the standard shots on her. I guess. She's gonna fall again. Yeah, I'm just gonna take these. Oh, the crit's when she's falling. Okay. Alright, let's wait for her to disappear again. Oh, Jesus. No, I definitely think you're right. So let's just get out of the fucking way. Let's let her fall again. Or just run right into her. Great idea. Alright, if I just stand far enough away, let's see if she falls again. But I do have a blast loaded up. Huge. Damn it, dude. She's gonna grab me for sure. I don't get this fight. I don't get this fight. It's fucking weird. The timing that you would have to shoot her as she's coming down is just immaculate. I don't have it, that's for sure. I do not got that. I don't got those. Oh, that was it. Yeah, you're right, you're right. I saw the fatal frame show up. So I'm just gonna run past her. If I can actually do that. She might grab me because I'm so fucking slow. Okay. So if I see her fall again, I'm just gonna aim and be ready for it. Okay, or she's just gonna do this shit. And then just whatever to get her dead. Oh, come on. Did you see that bullshit? I swear to God, this fight is pissing me off. How are you supposed to time that, dude? Just die already, you stupid bitch. God, that was so much wasted health. I know how you're supposed to do it, but holy shit, that timing is fucked up. 31k, so we can do range or blast. Oh, I bet that's it. I bet using stun or slow would be the way that we would have to do that. Yeah, that's like guaranteed. So if I could stun her while she's falling, maybe, then I could just take the shot really slowly. Or slow her or something, I don't know. Yeah, okay. So range and accumulation are maxed out. We'll do sensitivity next. What a fucked up fight, though. Malum said something interesting I didn't get a chance to talk about because I was worried about tech issues. The Japanese always have a very nihilistic and pessimistic outlook in horror. Silent Hill, the series, surprisingly, is one of the most optimistic horrors to come from Japan. Yeah, it seems like they have a lot of like doomsday, apocalyptic scenarios in their horror games. It's very like mentally draining playing a lot of these back to back. There's a lot of like gates to hell opening if they don't sacrifice children. It's like, what the fuck is that all about? Maybe that's just what they find scary, is a world like that. Would make sense. I find that scary too. The house is so old, maybe the whole room is warped. Oh. Yeah. I would say that too. I don't think I've been in here yet. Yeah, I have actually. These are some really weird angles. Yeah, maybe like stories that their grandparents would say. Basically all the Japanese Ring movies. Isn't it like a gigantic series over there? Like 4 or 5 movies, or is it just a couple? Door to the closet has come off. There appears to be nothing inside. Except that, oh wow, there's a 2021 one. Holy shit, that's still going on. That looks like a staircase. Oh, I was gonna say, why can't she go down? A pot has been left on the stone. It's filled with soot. It doesn't look like it's been used in a long time. Okay. The color's faded and the material's crumbling. Like I said before, Mio especially, but both of them just have like balls of steel to be in this situation and not just be fucking cowering in the corner the whole time, you know? I mean, I get it's like game logic and shit, but it's just funny to me how these 14 and 15-year-old girls are handling these situations better than the fully grown adults. I just don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I know I'm supposed to be trying to make it across that bridge, but I haven't found any keys or anything that would help me get across there. Ring versus Sadako 3D. Now that sounds like a Japanese movie. It's fucking Sadako 3D. A US film adaptation has been in development hell since as early as 2003. At one point, Steven Spielberg was even involved, trying to rewrite the screenplay. Christoph Gans was involved. Oh god, the Silent Hill guy. That's actually really interesting. I wouldn't have thought that they would bother making a movie adaptation of this. But if they were going to choose between this and Silent Hill, I can see why they chose Silent Hill, because it's just much better as of a translation to, you know. Yeah, like, what's the purpose of even letting me open this if there's nothing in here? Were there any of them any good outside of the first one? They made a Fatal Frame movie in Japan in like 2014. Oh, really? Yeah, but some of those are a little bit weird. Like, I saw the Attack on Titan movie they made, the live action movie, and that shit was awful. Like, it was really fucking bad. I don't think I've been in here. Nah, I don't think I've been in here at all. No way. Violet Diary 2. My hands closed around Azami's neck. It was soft, warm, alive. My grip seemed to cause her so much pain. At the very end, the veiled priest came to help me, but Azami said she wanted only me to do it. I became one with Azami, but now she's gone. I can't talk about it anymore. Father brought Azami back. All I could do was apologize. She forgave me. The killing is over now. No more. I'll never hurt anyone again. I'll never let anyone kill again. Father says Azami has been possessed and he's trying to kill her. He's trying to kill Azami. I won't let him do it. I won't let that happen anymore. A glowing crystal. Picture of crimson butterflies fluttering below the flowers on it. They're also very big on symbolism. Like, the Japanese horror is extremely heavy on symbolism. Wow, we have a lot we gotta listen to. Sadako 3D was so bad it was good. I actually had to pee really quick, you guys. Give me just a sec. Sorry about that. We're back. Sadako 3D was so bad. I've heard the series is good, but I haven't watched it yet. Probably doesn't help that the series is basically dead too. Yeah, they see no like return on investment for making a Fatal Frame movie because, I mean, these games are kind of still talked about in the horror community, but that's about it. You know, it's definitely not as mainstream popular as Silent Hill remained. Which is actually impressive that Silent Hill is still this popular after all these years, despite the games basically being finished since 2012. Appears to be a wind-up clock. There's got to be something here that I'm missing. I've been in here before. Pot is broken and shards lie scattered all around. Seems to be space on either side of the altar, but it's so dark you can't see. A sutra written in the open book, but you can't read it. Let's go in that next room and see if there's anything in there that we would actually need. This room. Oh, okay, so this one's locked. Let's see if we can take a photo with that small crack in the... or a small hole in the wall and see if that tells us anything about what's over there. Usually in this game, when there's something like that, you usually got to take a photo of it. Let's see what's going on here. No? That's the only way to get in there, to my knowledge. But yeah, watch party is coming up very soon, by the way, as in like within the next couple days. So if you guys have time, it'll either be the Silent Hill movie or The Grudge, the US adaptation, not Ju-On. Although I'd love to watch either. Won't, yeah, this one won't open. Tusk and Nemesis are going to be there. Dave is probably going to be there. Dr. Red will probably be there. Because Dr. Red said he wanted to watch the movie. So there should be a full house on this one. Mag might even be there if she's not busy. I'll ask her if she wants to watch. There's obviously something that I'm missing. Let's try going back downstairs if I can. But there's definitely something I'm missing. Oh, Type 90, nice. I will take that. Can always take more Type 90. Okay, this is where I fought the twins. Through the window, you can see the window of another room. I remember that, dude. Oh my god, dude, when I was a kid, that scared the fuck out of me. 3162. Wow, I got so many points for that too. I was thinking, like, is this that part? Is this that part? It most certainly was. Fuck that. I wish they would have done more stuff like that, though. But I love that they keep it few and far between so it doesn't overstay its welcome. Oh, I haven't even been in these rooms yet. Stupid. Dollmaker Note 3. Akane damaged the mechanism to access the passageway and she took part of the doll. I have to restore the twin doll to normal and drop the possessed doll of Azami into it to send that spirit back to hell, but the path was the only way to it. I just say it because that symbol gets annoying to have to account for every time you talk. Oh, it's this one. So we have to find the head, I'm assuming. Okay, well, we know where that is. Looks like a family altar. Yeah, we definitely know where that is. I've only been there a million times. 2 buttons carved with family crests on the box-like structure behind the doll. You tried pressing them, but nothing happened. Okay, well, at least we know what we're doing now. I hate wandering around aimlessly in this game because it makes me feel like a rat in a maze, you know? Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. 3, 4, and 1. I think I just got 3. Yeah, I have not seen this one yet. So we pretty much unlocked the other side of most doors in the Kiryu house, which is good. Oh, that is graphic. Where's my trophy for unlocking this? Honestly, the game has no substance if I can't unlock trophies. I joke, but some people genuinely believe that. We don't talk about them, though. But no, it just seems like the majority, especially in this era of Japanese horror games, it was all about cults and sacrificing and rituals. Like, there's so many similarities between the cult in this and the one in Silent Hill. It's just the one in Silent Hill operates in a more modern way where they get people addicted to drugs to recruit them. And it happens in a modern day setting. Versus this one obviously being like an ancient ritual that's kind of lost in time, you know? You hear voices on the other side of the door. Is there somebody in there? I think this is that room we need. Yep, it is. Ah, now we look in here. Hidden, man. Okay, now I can't interact with this at all. What the fuck? Okay, the door's open now. I heard it open. Yep. Should be the doll's head. Dollmaker Note 4. There was an old book in the drawer that was slightly open. I saw Azami, even though she should be in it, but in it now. She was asking me to kill the Azami doll. I have made a grave mistake. The twins had at last become one again. I was wrong to make that doll. I think Azami was trying to tell me where the head and hands of the doll are hidden. They're hidden in a box somewhere in the house. Oh no. I was totally fine with them just being here. But I guess now I get to look for a box in the house because that's very... very specific. Aw. Imagine if that was the box. Well, let's check this other room. Maybe that was it. Can I run through her? Maybe the box is in here. Mm-mm. Come on, man. I need some more fights. I gotta level up my accumulation. The range I already leveled up, but I haven't got a chance to use it yet. Old Japanese dolls. We're gonna look for a special camera angle and some kind of box that looks like it's well hidden. That's how we'll know we're in the right place. I was gonna say, I swear to God, if we get this fight again, I wouldn't rage quit. Fuck, I don't know where she is. What is going on? This way? Oh. That's gotta be it. Gotta be this box. Something that looks like a human arm is on the ground where the girl was standing. Alright, cool. Last night I heard footsteps. I thought it was Akane, but it was really a zombie walking by herself. Akane has spent so much time thinking of her sister, a spirit must have taken over the doll. It is said that when a spirit takes residence in a doll, it can steal the soul of others. Akane isn't a person anymore. She's like a doll. Controlled by a zombie, she keeps repeating, I don't want to kill, over and over. She looks so much like my daughter. A zombie must be killed again. Okay, so we have the arm. Now we need the head. Well, I'm going to save first, and then we'll go looking for it. And again, this was kind of in Silent Hill 4, you know, collecting the parts of the doll's body. It's always dolls, long hair that's stuck everywhere. Very common Japanese horror themes. I'm assuming where we see her is where the parts are going to be. So I'm just going to look for the filament to go blue, which it was over here. Maybe it's something I missed over this way. Unless I just missed that. No? Something over here was... Okay. Corner woman. I don't even get any points for that, man. That's all I want is them points. I don't care about anything else. 100% serious, by the way. Oh, dear God, not again. You know what? You know what? I'm putting on type 90. Or I'm just going to put on type 90, and we're just going to farm the fuck out of her. And I'm also going to equip stun. Oh my god, that was actually scary. She was so fucking close. Alright, this should do decent damage. Now I can stun. Oh, that's cool how it stops like that. Alright, well, we gotta move before this gets ugly. I tried it, dude. I fucked up, but I tried it. Ah, it's so hard when she's too close. You know what? I gotta stop wasting my type 90 for this. I just can't do it, dude. It's so fast the way that she falls. That was almost. I didn't take much damage, so this is certainly not as bad as the other one. But still, I'm just gonna say it, a dumb fight overall. Very dumb fight overall. 11k. Okay, so she's here. Where she pops up has got to indicate where we need to go next. We have the doll's arm, but there's other parts that we need, right? Pretty sure. Oh, now we can't get back there. Gotta love it. Well, she was this way. All these boxes and nothing over here? Those hanging dolls are gone. Is it here? Where's my crosshair, man? I can't see it. Oh, that's it. Oh, I couldn't even see her. She was right there. Alright, so there should be another doll here. Human head. I'll make her note 1. Akane has become a remaining. To comfort her, I'll make a doll that looks like Azami. She has been emotionless since the day of the ritual. I'll make the doll look exactly like Azami so that when they are together, no one will be able to tell them apart. Akane never leaves Azami's side for even a second, always whispering things to her. I don't know what she says, but at least she seems to be slowly returning to her former self. If we didn't have this ritual, Azami wouldn't have become a butterfly and Akane wouldn't have lost her spirit. Alright, so I think there's only one part left. Both arms and the head, I think is all we needed. But the door that gets me over there was locked anyway, so... Okay, so we actually have an enemy here. Is it going to be the twins again? Oh. Damn, that didn't even look like it did damage. I've got blast and maxed out range. Oh, okay. Doesn't look like it's doing any damage. Okay. That, oh my god, that definitely did damage. Holy shit. I'll see y'all later. Alright. This is going to do a ton. If this is the right one. Nope. All right, one more shot. Get him out of here. All right, so there's really only one part that we would even need left. Oh god, not this room again. I've had just about enough of this room, if I'm being honest. I just obviously don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I would just have to stun her and hope that she would freeze in front of me. I think that's what I would have to do, is like stun her before she disappears and falls again. That's like the only thing I could logistically do here to be able to get that shot. This is the bridge, is it not? No. Okay. I see the filament turning blue, so this might be where the last one is. It's got to be down here then. Yep. All right, cool. Got them all now. Doll's left arm. Violet Diary 3. You don't need a substitute for me. I am part of Akane now. I am one with Akane. Kill it. Kill that stupid doll. Now you have both the arms and the head. This must be all the doll parts. Alright, thank God. Fetch questing. Not fun. Doesn't matter what the game is. I do have to run down this fucking staircase in here, though. If she appears again, I'm just not gonna fight her. I have had quite enough of this fight for one playthrough. And I guess it's cool in that you can just infinitely farm her for points if she keeps appearing, but come on, dude, it's getting old. No. Fuck yourself. I'm out. Goodbye. You have fun. I'm gonna go take care of business. You have fun with your residual hauntings and shit, and I'll go take care of business. Is this even the right spot? I need the hallway where I first fought the twins. I think it's over here. Ah, oh, damn it, I just ran in a fucking circle. She's gonna appear again, what a shock. I don't give a shit. That's the right one. Down here, through this, and then we can get where we need to go. Yep. You put the doll together, but nothing happened. The note said that putting the doll together should make it work, but... Tried pressing them, but nothing happened. All female Japanese dolls without a single male. Making that sound, which makes me think that's what I'm supposed to do, but I guess not. Is there anything in this room I can take a photo of? Maybe you need something else too. If only you had some design plans or something. What? Design plans? Well, that would be in that one storage room. So let's go check that storage room. Yeah, down here. I mean, this room is just full of parts. So if there were any design plans, they would be in here. Looks like twins facing each other. There we go. Once open the doll's eyes and give the Shrine Maiden a soul. When the two Shrine Maidens face each other, the bridge through the underground opens up. I've used one of those wind-up clocks imported from the West for the twin Shrine Maiden mechanism. Oh god. Move right doll to 3 o'clock and left doll to 9 o'clock. Left button and right. I'm assuming shoulder buttons. When the Shrine Maidens face, the earth bridge that connects the houses will be passable. The Tachibana Shrine Maidens. Charred notes. The doll's soul is needed to make the mechanism work. I could create the other parts again, but I could never duplicate that soul. I can't let that hellish creature get its hands on the soul. The soul is the key. I have to keep it safe with me. Oh, no. See, that's what I mean. It's like, I fucking love this game. I love this game, but it's like, dude, the amount of like this type of thing, this chapter, I'm not feeling this chapter. This is one where they just send you all over an extremely complicated house to collect all these different parts. Not really a fan of it. But that's okay. Even Silent Hill 2 has parts I'm not a fan of. Like wandering around the town at the beginning, getting the Martin Street key. I'm not a fan of that, really. The apartments at the very beginning can be a little bit boring if you've done it a lot. After that, though, it's fine. Alright. We have everything we need. Let's do this. We have to make them face each other. Maybe the design plan contains a clue. Oh, open the eyes. Was I supposed to get eyes from that room? Maybe that doll that fell had eyes in it and I fucked up and didn't grab them? God damn it, dude. We have to run all the way back there now. It's not super far, just annoying. At least I'm getting used to the layout. I guarantee that doll that fell, I was supposed to interact with it and get the eyes. No. The eyes look like they're looking this way. I have to open its eyes and give it a soul. What does that even mean, dude? The first game actually had a doll section as well, with an enemy that looked just like these. Have I even been in this room over here? It has to be in here, dude. There's no way. Why does it make that sound when I pull it up? Hmm. I can't take a photo of anything. Pressing the buttons doesn't do anything. There's a lot of sounds going on in here, but nothing else. The soul is the key. I'll have to keep it safe with me. There's so many sounds going on, but usually when you hear this type of shit, there's a photo you can take or something. Well, there's nothing else to be done in here, so. Can't take a photo of anything. Everything I examine doesn't give me anything, so what I need is obviously not in there. Said they would keep the soul safe with them, so where is that?
Not there. The room with all the doll parts isn't it? I was already in there. Maybe this? Is it just an ordinary doll? No. Oh, okay. There would have to be some kind of clue about where the fuck this thing actually is. The filament would turn blue or something. Unless I'm just really fucking stupid and it really is in the, unless I'm just really fucking stupid and it really is in that room, I've just missed it somehow. But I don't think so. I think I would have found it by now if there was. Dumber things have certainly happened even during this exact playthrough though. Yeah, like there's just... What even is the point of this closet? There's just nothing in here. I think we already checked this room. There was nothing in here. I swear to God, if it's in that room and I just missed it somehow. But it said they would keep the soul safe with them. What that means, I have no idea, but this room has a lot of fucking weird sounds going on. I feel like there's just something I'm supposed to examine that I haven't examined yet. It just says maybe the design plans contain a clue. I see her hands moving. I tried getting them both in a single shot, but that didn't do anything. Taking a photo of her does nothing. There's no eyes. Why are the hands moving? I just don't get it, dude. I don't know what's going on here. I've used one of the wind-up clocks imported from the West for the Twin Shrine Maiden mechanism. That doesn't really tell me anything. Am I supposed to go in the Tachibana house first, maybe? Can I even get there? Have I been in there before? I've been in the Osaka house. No. I've been in the Kurosawa and Osaka houses, but not the Tachibana house yet. Okay, well, whatever it is not in this room. I've checked everything a million times over. Yeah, whatever it is, it ain't in here. Appears to be a wind-up clock. That's where I found the Type 90. I do not fucking know what's going on here. I know it's not soft blocked or anything dumb like that, but I genuinely don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Gotta find where this soul is hidden, I guess. But I've been through the whole house a couple times. I haven't seen anything to indicate where it would be. This one doesn't open. This doesn't have anything in it. It's just a storage room. Oh. No, this is the doll. Supply room, I guess. Where it says the eyes are looking this way, but I can't take the eyes or use them. A burn mark in the corner of the room. I could create the other parts again, but I could never duplicate that soul. The soul is the key. I have to keep it safe with me. This doesn't even make any sense, man. How is the doll gonna move its hands if it doesn't have a soul? Oh, it's just so confusing. I'll hydrate in just a second. Do I have to leave this house, maybe? Is it somewhere else in the village? It shouldn't be. I thought I was already in that room. The one where everything comes in pairs. I was already in that room. I think this is where I have to go down the staircase. Yeah. Well, let's head down here. I'm not gonna bother fighting her. We're just gonna run straight past. I've had just about enough of this fight for one playthrough. Yeah, like I was just in here. Where even is the room with the hanging? It's not here. That doesn't open. This just gets me back to a staircase where I can circle around. Oh, that is it. Jesus, the one door. The one fucking door. Oh, this is Type 7 film. I gotta get something better than this. Damn. That's a awkward timing on that when she's slowly backing away. I just feel like I'm beating up on this old lady for no reason. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now we're ready to blast her ass. I'm gonna switch to 14 just because I have a ton of it. That was massive. Damn, that blast is super powerful now. Should be basically any shot will take her out now. Fuck even is she? Oh. That should kill. Glass eyes. Thank God. First I have to kill the doll by hanging it, then I must throw it into it. If it knows this and is controlling Akane trying to kill me, I have to throw it in even if seeing the blinds me. My daughter must die again, and Akane must relive the pain of losing her sister. If we didn't have this ritual, no one would have to feel that kind of pain. Oh dear God. Switch. Swaps power-up lenses. Allows you to equip up to 3 power-up lenses at one time. Once these power-up lenses are equipped, you can swap them in viewfinder mode with the L1 button. That's super useful. What kind of points are we looking at, by the way? 23k. Okay, there's 4, so I can have C, slow, and blast at the same time. Let's do slow. Okay, there we go. So now if I pull this up, I can just switch between them. Cool. Very useful. Jesus. Yeah, the one door I wasn't checking. That is so fucking typical for me. I forget how many chapters there actually are in this game. I think Fatal Frame 1 was like 9 or 10. I know we're in 6 right now. Pretty sure there's 10. Alright, they have to face each other. You heard a sound come from the large box. Oh, Jesus. They fucking ambushed me, dude. A picosecond to react to that. Oh, we're gonna shoot a fucking blast right here. Massive, holy shit. Yeah, I knew she was gonna be right the fuck behind me. Fuck me. She moves so slow. Is that the right one? It was. What? Jesus, man. Thankfully I have a lot of sacred waters still, but I shouldn't have to be using them like this. No. Fuck out of here. And you still take damage because unless you do a powerful shot, they're still going to charge you. Alright, getting the fuck out of here. Pale purple crystal. Holy shit. Why not? There better be a save down here, though. Yeah, this is very, very reminiscent of the ending of the other games. Okay, 27k. I really want sensitivity, honestly. Just all the basic functions maxed out, and then we'll worry about the power-up lenses. So we'll just have that spirit orb in place, and then once we hit 38k, we'll use that. No effect, I'm assuming. Oh, Jesus. I have nothing to defend myself with now, man. Forgot about that. You dropped the camera obscura and the flashlight when you were underground. You can't use the viewfinder until you get it back. Oh, Jesus. All right, guys. I'm sorry again for these short ass streams here lately, but I do have work early as fuck. Like, I have to be up in just a handful of hours. So no questions asked. We finish the game tonight. Okay? We're going to finish this and we're going to move on to 3 tonight. I don't think there's a ton left anyway, but we will finish it. And I'm excited to see the end because I actually want to finish 3. I recently played 1, so we're in good shape on that. But either way, I will talk to you guys tonight. You guys have a great rest of the night and I will talk to you later. Goodbye.